Hello everyone and welcome back to Prime Coding channel. So today the most demanded video is how you can present your project. Earlier I talked about how you can explain your project, what all keywords and techniques that you need to use. So in this video I will talk about the explanation and examples, like how you can use these examples to tell about your project. Okay, so in this we'll talk about project presentation tips, project as well as experience guys also. Okay, so please stay till the end, and in the last I will also let you know about how you can get the free mock interview guys. Okay, so this would be a great opportunity because many of the people get benefited from this mock interview by knowing about themselves, where they actually stand. And if you know about weaknesses, your strengths and your feedback over your resume, and all this you have rectified, then no one can steal offer from you. So please stay till the end so that you won't miss this opportunity. Yes. Now the table of the content is, we'll talk about the machine learning project first, how you can explain your machine learning project. Then we'll talk about full stack website project if you have a full stack website in your resume, and the internship experience, which comes into a professional experience. As I have took many sessions, many people had the project related to machine learning, full stack and internship experience. It might be you have some different experience. Please try to correlate the stuffs and create your response according to that. Yes. Now, the prerequisite for this is you need to know about this video. You need to see this video because in this I have specifically talked about the keywords, the methods, the every steps that you need to follow. So please watch this, then hop to this video. You will get everything into your mind. So we'll use star method here in method use slide. So first is situation, task, action, result. So this is a particular format or flow you need to follow when you are explaining your project or your internship experience. Yes. Now the very first is machine learning project. What do you mean by machine learning project, and how you can explain your project if your project lies into the machine learning? Now in my resume I have written like this. I have written a Quora question pair similarity is my machine learning project. In that, implemented Quora ML project utilizing NLP model. Great, you can have a look over these 3 points and we'll see how I can explain this so that it would be very impressive and the front people or the interviewer would be very happy after knowing this. Yes, the very first is situation. So situation means Quora is a platform where user ask question and get answer from the community. So this line basically states about what Quora is. Now because I am setting up the context of my project. So firstly try to establish your context so that the interview will also show some interest in your project. Okay. However, a common issue is the presence of duplicate questions, as this is a generic thing in Quora database, and which clusters the platform and make it harder to find user for information they need. To tackle this, I worked on the project to develop a model that can identify and flag duplicate questions. As you can see how I have set up the situation so that the front person or the interviewer who is listening to you would also shows your interest. Like, oh, actually he is solving some real life problem. It is not necessary that if your project not being a real life, but you can relate your project where your project can be fit in the real life. So try to do that so that the context, the base of your project would be set, and why you have built this project will make sense. Okay. Now the task, the goal was to implement machine learning model that accurately identifies duplicate questions. So I have told my model would be the classification model as I'm predicting the duplicate questions. So this is involved analyzing a pair question, determining whether they are essential, asking the same thing, or the main challenge here was to ensure high accuracy, efficiency, and user get relevant result quickly. So I have justified what I need to do, what was my task to do in this particular project. So interviewer will also get a clear vision what I have done, what actually I'm gonna solve. Now action that we performed. So basically in every machine learning model these 4 has been used. So if you having a machine learning product, try to use this particular 4 steps. So first is data pre-processing, feature engineering, model implementation, and model training and evaluation. So in this, please mention about your technology clearly, then model implementation, how you have implemented your model. As you can see the explanation, I experimented with the several machine learning algorithm and finally selected one of the performed best with our features, I use log loss performance. So as I am claiming that I have researched over the internet, then I found the particular algorithm. So the follow-up question that I can expect is, what all research you have did. Please let me know all the algorithms that you have gone through. So please prepare according to that. I know that I have used multiple algorithms, then I have come on this particular algorithm. Now the performance metrics, I'm using log loss. All justification you should have with you when you are going into the interview. And why you have used this particular algorithms, why don't others? These are the necessity questions. And you can see data repurposing, how I did. I use stop words, stemming, lemmatizations of the text and all. So this is from my experience. I have created all this and I have used this extensively in my all interviews, and I have bagged with multiple offers too. Now let's talk about the result that I have made. The implementation of this model significantly improved the user experience on Quora by reducing the number of duplicate questions displayed, because as this is a classification model, the value should be 0 or 1. If the user is asking the duplicate question, then it would be 1, and if the user is asking a unique question, then it would be saved into the database. So this was a particular objective of my model or project, and I did the same. And relevantly, I have explained into my results carefully and mentioning what all log score that I got, as this is my performance metrics. So yes, I got a very good performance model. So you can just observe the flow that I am following it, like what was start, task and action result, as I have told you for the machine learning model. Now let's talk about the full stack project. If you have a full stack project of Mon, where this project is also related to Mon, but instead of React, I am using Next.js. Okay, I have a particular justification why I am using Next.js. So you should also have a particular justification why you are using Mon stack. Why don't you are using Mean stack, or why only HTML CSS you are using? Why not other stuffs? So please, whatever you are writing, ready to answer this type of question as why. Okay. So now, as you can see, the gig pay is in Mon stack, Mean stack, let's say MENN stack project. So I have specified this. So let's see how I can explain my project in the interview. So firstly, put up the situation. So online payment systems are highly susceptible to fraud, and ensuring the security of transaction is crucial. So see how I'm setting up the plot. Now GigPay is a payment processing platform, needs to a robust system to detect and prevent fraudulent activities, especially focusing on UPI transactions. So now I also think you got the context about my GigPay. You don't need to think much. I have told everything about my GigPay and I set up the plot. Now the situation has been set up. Now the thing is how you have resolved. What was the task? So task was to design and implement a MongoDB schema that could effectively store and manage data related to fraudulent activities. Additionally, the goal was rigorously test this database to ensure its reliability, because as you are dealing with money and transaction, your data should be reliable and have some asset property, not inbuilt, but you can apply by yourself. Okay, collaborate with the team to enhance the overall fraud prevention system. So collaboration they basically looking for, because in company every project has team members, they need a team player. So try to have some collaboration keywords into your resume. Okay, now the task has been set up. I need to create a MongoDB database would be very secure, and how I can save it, because front end can easily be done, but achieving security, reliability in the database is the main task. Now action, as well as I want to tell you that the front end part is not done by me, that done with my teammates. I was responsible for the back end part. So my task is oriented to back end. As you can figure it out, I have written this so that there will be no confusion into the interviewer mind, and I will keep on speaking so that my project looks very interesting to him and he is very interested to listen also. If your expression is bet, so the interest can't be developed. Okay, now the action is, the very first is schema design. When you are designing a database, you need to design the schema first. So yes, I have designed the schema where a comprehensive MongoDB schema to store information, transaction, potential fraud indicators. This includes the transaction ID, user information, timestamp, fraud detection, flags. You see how detailed I am talking about. schema design, which shows this person knows about the database design, what all criteria that he need to meet. So if you have a full stack project, please try to do in this manner. Okay, now backend development using Node.js and Express.js I have used. Then in the follow-up question, why you have used Node.js, Express.js, why not others? So please prepare accordingly. I developed the backend logic to interact with MongoDB database. This involved creating APIs for data insertion, updates and querying. As your website is full stack, so it might be you are sending the data into your database or fetching the data from your database. My project was doing all this stuff, so I need to create some basic APIs to do all this stuff. So I have made clear to the interviewer what I have did so that a question would revolve around my explanation, not outside the explanation. Okay, as far as the interview is around your explanation, around your resume, you are lucky, you are going in the right way. But when the interviewers start asking from other stuffs what you are speaking and you don't know, and interview is going out of your hand, which means you will gonna face some difficulty. Now testing part, as my full stack website, so it should be a good and reliable, resilient. So what it can be, if I do thorough testing, then my full stack app would be resilient. So same stuff I am doing is here. The Postman rigorously tests the APIs and database interaction. It ensured the system was reliable, cloud handled various edge cases, high volume transaction without failing. As this is an intern project where it is not being used in a universal, but I have tested with my friends and my classmates so that I can get a better response. And for that, I got a good user base also. Now, collaboration. This is the main thing that he also wants to listen how you have collaborated. So now I worked closely with my teammates to integrate our system with existing UPI fraud prevention mechanism. This includes brainstorming session, code reviews and joint debugging sessions to ensure the system was robust and secure. Guys, see how well this definition has been written. If you are able to speak at least 80% same, then think of the impact that you will create on the interviewer. Like, this project has been done by you, each and every line is known by you, because the explanation you have give itself state what you know about your project. Okay, now result. What was the result? So implementation of the project significantly improved the security of GigPay platform. Like, it is my platform, so I have claimed it will improve the security of my platform. Our MongoDB schema and the backend logic provide a reliable way. How I have told reliable, I have justification of each and every keyword that I am using in my project. Reliable, I have used because of my testing procedure, which is a thorough testing. Now, that system was resilient and cloud efficiently handled fraud detection. As a result, the overall robustness of my UPI fraud prevention system was greatly enhanced and providing user with a safer transaction environment. As you can see, the result has been oriented to the business problem and the situation, and I have concludedly very nicely so that my opening is very good with the project and the closing is also, so that interviewer will also get to know that you are about to close your answer. If interviewer will not know, then it would be like he was thinking something else and suddenly you have stopped. It's not like that. Please open clearly and close clearly. Give a feel or vibes like you are closing your answer. Okay. Now, professional internship and experience. This is the main thing that people wants to know, how they need to tell about their internship experiences. So I have written here my internship experience. I have hide my company name because of some issues. Now, Python-based MongoDB, 80% faster retrieval. Try to put some keyword, the work you have did, and actually what happens. Did your work made an impact in your project or something? So please write the numbers there. And I have written numbers everywhere in the resume. You can have a quick look over it. Okay. Now we'll discuss about the situation. You don't need to tell in the interview, okay, sir, the situation was this. You need to create a paragraph of your answer. So you can tell, sir, basically the idea was this. Now you apply your situation there. Indirectly tell everything in a manner, or you can tell, sir, the situation was, the task was, the action was, and the result was, so that it would be very procedural oriented and looks very good in the interview. Okay. Now situation, you can see I was optimizing our Python based MongoDB database. Initially the database was struggling with slow retrieval times. I have told what was the issue and how I was I am ready or how I will implement on that issue. Okay, so 70,000 data point we had to handle. I focused on optimizing the query indexing strategies, which resulted in an impressive 80% faster data retrieval. This improvement made our data pre-processing pipeline much more efficient and responsive. As the internship and professional experience orient about the development, the feature you are building and the optimization. So it might be you don't have any situation currently, but in this time I have told about few of the situation and how I overcome. Now I will tell what was the procedure included. So task that I have did. So another exciting task was designing the login and assigning page of application. I used HTML, CSS and JavaScript to create a visually appealing interface with a glass morphic design. You can see a crystal clear words that I am using it. Okay, so this modern design approach not only made the pages look great, but also enhanced the user experience by providing clean and intuitive interface. See how clearly I have explained my task, like what was the another task that I have gone through. Great. Now the issue and the solution that I have made in my particular internship duration. Now, to tackle the issue of latency in Python data transmission, I developed a C++ library, Python, while great for my many tasks. While Python was great for my many tasks, sometimes falls short in the terms of speed and a certain operation. By integrating C++ library, I was able to eliminate at least eliminate latency and increase the data transmission rate by 5%. This enhancement ensured that our system could be handle real-time data more efficiently. As I have told the scenario where our data was lagging and how my contribution was impactful in my project. So it shows that yes, this man is a goal oriented and this candidate do give best to solve any issues and create impact in the team wherever he is in. Now, developed and design. Okay, I have designed. So it might be you have developed some database or you have designed something algorithm. So you need to tell how you need to tell. So I designed an algorithm for reliable MQTT database pre-processing. You can go through that. I have written how I have designed and how it is good in all cases, what all steps that I have followed to create design, what all collaborations and thing that I have followed, and whether if it is talking about a database, it should be have a good integrity and a reliability, resiliency, everything you should specify when you are designing any database. So yes, now the bonus step is practice as much as possible, because the only chance you get. Now you can take advantage of this offer. It just requires hard work. So it might be you have one offer right now in your hand and many of the people don't have any offer. So please don't let this offer go from your hand, because just one step before the offer. Okay, so now the thing is how you can do that. So mock interviews can help you to do that. So starting is just 99 guys. But the thing is, I am talking about the free stuff, like how you can get mock interview for free. Okay, so you need to follow the LinkedIn page of Prime Coding. Okay, the first thing you need to do this. The second thing you need to do is follow the Instagram account of Prime Coding. Okay, third, now comment down why mock interviews you need, what the advantage that you can get from the mock interview. Okay, and fourth, subscribe the channel. That's it. This 4 step can help you to get free mock interview, because the mock interview has been created in such a way that it will definitely the same questions or the similar question would ask you in the interview. As I have took at most 20 sessions till now, and many of the people were very impactful and they got much information about themselves, and the feedback that were given to them was tremendous. So guys, please, if you are getting a chance to get a free slot, please follow this. All this procedure is free. The links would be in the description. Just hit over the pages and follow it, comment it, subscribe it, share with your friends, and I will meet you with a new video soon. You can provide any suggestion, any recommendation in the comment section. I would be very happy to respond you back. So we'll meet you with a new video soon. All the best.